Well, the new Fox show, Lie to Me, looks into the art of busting a liar. And the main character, played by Tim Roth, has a keen eye for the smallest signals of a lie. This morning, Rosko is talking with a real-life fib buster. What are we finding out?
So much. We have been talking. I could stay here all day and talk with Dan Hill. Dan is the author of Emotionomics, and his business Sensory Logic here in Northeast Minneapolis is built upon reading people's facial expressions, micro expressions, their facial coding.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and take a look at what has become a very famous half-truth, if not lie. This is the interview that A-Rod did with Katie Couric a few years back, in which he denies ever using steroids. Take a look.
For the record, have you ever used steroids, human growth hormone, or any other performance-enhancing substance?
No.
Have you ever been tempted to use any of those things?
No.
You never felt like, this guy's doing it, maybe I should look into this too. He's getting better numbers, playing better ball.
I've never felt overmatched on the baseball field. I've always been in a very strong, dominant position. And I felt that if I did my work...
Yeah, there is no lying muscle in the face, but this is as close as we can come. Because first he shows contempt. The corner of the mouth pulls up and away, it tightens. You get what I call a little pocket cavity. He's disavowing his own answer. He doesn't even believe what he's saying. And then immediately afterwards, his mouth pulls wide in fear. It's brief, but it's strong. It's exactly the same signal I saw from Roger Clemens when I was looking for the AP wire service at his testimony for Congress. I mean, Clemens almost never shows fear. He was bullheaded on the pitcher's mound, but if you asked him the right question, he showed fear. So did Rodriguez here.
And it's fear that he didn't want to be showing, or even probably knew that he was showing.
Absolutely not. The face is the only place in the body where the muscles attach right to the skin. It's very quick. It's very spontaneous. We can try to squelch it, but it gives us away before we can hide the reality of how we're feeling.
We should probably mention that Dan analyzed this Alex Rodriquez video for ESPN. Maybe you've seen him on TV. You've also done a lot of political analysis for television coverage. Let's go ahead and take a look at A-Rod then coming clean, so to speak. This is a recent interview where he kind of admits to using steroids.
The last couple of weeks have been difficult and emotional. On one hand, it's extremely tough to admit mistakes. But on the other hand, it feels great to be moving forward. I know that I'm in a position where I have to earn my trust back, and over time, I'm confident that at the end of my career, people will see this for what it is, a stupid mistake and a lesson learned for a guy with a lot of baseball to play.
Well, he says in the interview that he's, happy to be moving forward, but that doesn't look like a happy guy.
No. In fact, when he says he's happy to be finally discussing this topic, his eyebrows lower, he's glowering at the camera. And then when he moves on to the question about how do you feel about your teammates, he can't even give an answer. He goes from being A-Rod to A-Fraud to A-Mess. He goes from anger to contempt to sadness. The whole smorgasbord is there. It really raises the question, how is he going to operate in the dugout in the next year with his teammates?
Well, we're going to check with you to find out. There's applications for what you do, this kind of facial mapping, for lack of a better word,
sure.
For hiring. You help. Yes.
Sales forces, for instance, management choices. Who do you want to elevate to a new role within the company?
And also for advertising.
Absolutely, because when you do focus groups, you got 12 people in the room. Are you really going to be emotionally open, or are you going to follow the alpha male or female who's leading the group? This is a chance to find out in real time how you're actually feeling about the commercial or the product, whatever it might happen to be.
Well, thanks so much. When we come back, we're going to analyze some of the CEOs who found themselves testifying before Congress. Some interesting facial tics going on there.
Yeah, we're always studying those, aren't we? All right. Thanks, Emmy.